Welcome to Module 7. There's always that one pain in the ass. Yep, every single media trip I've been on, including other participants, has had an idiot in the group. Someone who thinks they're entitled to be there. Someone who makes it uncomfortable and miserable for everyone else. One way to make absolutely sure you'll never again be asked to go on a sponsored media trip is to act as if your shit doesn't stink. You're no Beyonce of travel blogging. The PR reps and managers don't wake up each morning praying that today's the day you'll show up to do a review for them. Make sure to be gracious and thankful to be there. Remember, there are literally thousands of bloggers who would love to be in your shoes. There is no excuse to be late. Nothing proves you don't take your job seriously more than making the manager wait for your arrival. Barring situations beyond your control like late flights, car accidents, or a massive storm that has cut off road access to the resort, you should never ever be late arriving at the hotel or resort or activity where you're expected. Make a point to keep them informed if you run into unforeseen circumstances. Get their contact information ahead of time for this very reason. Very often you'll receive an itinerary for dining and activities the hotel or tourism board wants you to cover during your stay. For many of the activities, like snorkeling or hiking, you'll have to get up pretty early. Please don't complain. Remember, these activities, room, and food is all being comped in exchange for your opinion. No money is coming out of your pocket, so getting up early is a small price to pay for everything you're experiencing. Complaining because a fly got in your room, or there isn't a plug for your computer near your bed, or the weather is hotter or colder than you expected is a surefire way to get blacklisted. Stay away from conversations about politics, religion, or sex. Forcing your opinions down someone's throat or getting in a debate with others with different opinions is not only uncomfortable, but will guarantee an astounding no thank you for any further media trips with the tourism board or hotel. There are definitely times when you'll need to bite your tongue or grin and bear others' opinions. Showing that you're hard to deal with is not the way to go if this is something you want to do long term. Never demand anything. Be happy with what you've gotten with your media trip. If you've come to an agreement and you're enjoying the trip inclusions agreed upon, don't be greedy and start asking for more free perks. Talk with the staff, yes, even the gardener. Every single person at the resort is an important part of your and paying customers' experience, whether obvious or behind the scenes. Take the time to smile and talk to them. I can't tell you how many times I've stopped a housekeeper, gardener, mechanic, or food server and learned a great deal about not just the hotel, but the local area as well. Often they can tell you the best places to get local food, cheap souvenirs, or a great spot to enjoy local entertainment. Doing this also helps the staff to feel appreciated and recognized, and that can go a long way when you do need some help with something. Don't be an ass. If your agreement states that the hotel or tourism board is sponsoring you alone, or you and your partner or assistant, don't check into your room and then have your 5 closest friends join you. It's never okay to assume that other people can sleep in your room. Clearly, if you do this, your focus isn't on the job at hand, but to get a free accommodation. Think of it this way. Would you want to invite your friend over only to have him show up with 5 additional rowdy friends who end up trashing your house? Research the destination before you arrive. Doing a little research about the surrounding area and the hotel itself is very important. It not only shows the PR rep or manager that you care about your job, but it will also help you determine where else you would like to visit for additional blog posts or to try and obtain additional sponsored meals and activities related to your stay. This is one of my favorite things to talk about. I over-deliver everything I promise. If I agreed to post 1 Facebook update each day during my stay, I will do 2 or 3. The same is true for all my other social media channels. I always tag the hotel or tourism boards in those posts so they see what I'm doing and that I'm giving them more than agreed on. I also write an additional blog post about the area around the resort. In that, I will link both my review and the resort's website link. It costs me nothing and is an additional incentive to the resort or tourism board for asking me out again. Deliver the review on or before the time promised. This is the most important part of your job and why you'll receive sponsored posts long term. Be realistic with your time frame for publication and do what you promised you'll do. Let's face it, you're not the Kardashians. You likely don't have 20 million Facebook or Twitter followers, so breaking an agreed upon media trip by never publishing the review is a career suicide. It doesn't matter that the experience wasn't exactly what you thought it would be. So what if you asked for cheddar cheese in your omelet and you got mozzarella instead? Or that the electricity popped in and out during the massive tropical storm on the tiny island where the villa is located? That's not an excuse to break your word and hold back on a review. A promise is a promise, and your word is all you have in this business, so live up to it. So the key here is to be professional. Do what you say you're going to do. Show up on time. Be gracious. Be kind. Be familiar with the resort beforehand. This all goes a long way in appearing and being professional. Remember, this is your brand, and you want people to see you as an expert. In the end, you want the resort or hotel to feel like they received their return of investment. Remaining professional in any situation is going to guarantee that you get asked back. So that's lesson 7. Thanks for joining me, and we have one more lesson to go. See you next time.